skinned and buttered, he'd make a nice treat. My vehicle against him.
Forget it, buddy. Jack would never
Done. What? Don't worry. If there's one thing I can do, it's race.
The cockiness, it never fails. Now we get to learn how to drive, just completely contradicting everything he just said. So I'm gonna try not to get this all messed up with a bunch of the other games that I'm playing right now that may or may not involve driving. We've got the brake here, and there we go. We also get a nice rear view, which is insane that Daxter does not have anything guarding his eyes, but he's got them wide open. And as someone that's had LASIK adjacent surgery, which is ASA, advanced surface ablation surgery, yeah, protect your eyes, my man. I'm telling you. But just go and hop around. Oh, and we can also get some Tokyo drifting in. Ugh, beautiful. And let's go on this way here. So what was this thing called? Was he like the Tough Runt or something? I forgot. But we do get other vehicles that have weaponry and boosts with them. So that'll be good. Oh, and then jumping in place. I guess I have to do it in the beam of light. Thank you. Teaching us all the ways of driving before we end up getting into our first of many goddamn races. This is Jak 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. We're just getting right into it then. 3 laps, and just like when you're riding on the Leaper, any little dink in the road is gonna send you careening off course, so using your turbo is probably not gonna be the best idea when you've got these assholes parading around you. On top of that, the AI rubber banding in this is obscene, and they do a really good job of pissing you off. So we'll try not to have too much of that happening, but if you get caught on something, like, you just go fucking crazy. Hello, thank you. But we do have a couple of boosts, and I think using it in this tunnel might be alright. There's a little bit later where there's like a mud pit, but I don't know. You do have like a small bit of slowdown, and couldn't do anything about that. In between bursts. So if you want, you just go and pop it here. Just jump over if you can, and that is essentially 1 lap. But yeah, if you get too far ahead, this is especially going to be true when you're racing against other leapers, you are going to want to maybe stay behind a little bit so that they don't just come up from behind you and, you know, snipe you out of your first place. Even if they end up getting all tangled with each other, they also manage to save themselves very frequently. It's kind of obnoxious, but that's okay. This actually isn't as bad as it was on the PS2, which is what I've been using my practice file for. Not to spoil anything else I might be doing that might involve PlayStation 2 games, but I just figured it would be cool to play it in its original, and then now I'm playing it on the PS5 for you, just because I have it all hooked up and stuff. So, yeah. And there's like some graphical oddities so far I'm noticing in some of the cutscenes, which is a little surprising. Oh, hi, thank you. I guess it's a little overzealous there. But for the most part, I was pretty impressed by how consistent the frame rate and the resolution are on the PS2 version. So in that regard, it's actually still kind of impressive how good it looks for the time. Man, and I would also say, like, the weather seems very cool too. Like, the bloom lighting is done very nicely. I was always just a little nervous about PS2 games being remade nowadays. Because obviously, you know, Shadow of the Colossus did it worse with so much bloom lighting, but no, the light effects in this actually look pretty solid and in time with what you would expect. Are they? Yeah, they're still back there. All right, well, so long as we're consistent and we don't do anything crazy, we should be fine. As you can see, using the boost, it's usually gonna screw you over more often than not, but that's Jak 3, folks. So I guess we should probably just enjoy it while we got it. So I guess I'll try one more time here. Here we go. This corner. Okay, a little better. And do the same thing here. A little earlier though. And then when I can do it again. There we are. Just a bit more efficient, I would say. And now for the final bend. Oh yeah, later days, suckers. First try. Whoops. Oh god, I was gonna flip forward, I feel like. Jesus. Oh man. Oh, hello. Thank you.
Enjoy it for now, Skimmer. I said you could keep the vehicle for as long as you live. Well, we'll see how long that is, mates.
Okay, thank you for that. My name is Elson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna do this live. Because as much as I did like this game when I was younger, I have a feeling I might fall into that same trap later. Oh my god, you guys are gonna start shooting at me? Well, we can do races that you do need to get golds for, but not if we're being accosted by marauders. Are you joking? Get out of here. I don't even have any way of defending myself. You lose a little race, and all of a sudden you're out for blood. How dare you?
Nice wheel work. My advisor here says you have vehicle skills.
I can hold my own.
This one will be of use to us, Demos. I think you should keep him for now. Can it, Pecker?
There are a number of artifacts to be found in the Wasteland. Fresh storms churn the sand and reveal items that have been buried for centuries. Take the vehicle and find as many items as you can before the storms come again. And one more thing. If you get caught in the storms, they will tear the flesh from your very bones.
Oh, great. Thanks for the pep talk.
Yeah, and I suppose we probably just can't wait until after the storm has subsided. No, because we know exactly where each of these treasures are, and we still don't have a weapon. All we have are our wiles, and our wits, and our courage. So I'm gonna just go and be very careful picking all these up, because this entire time that we're going around,
We got an artifact.
we're just gonna be harassed from all over, so just be prepared for a lot of this, because this is all completely necessary. And here we are. We don't even get any boosts out here because we can't defeat any of these other vehicles, which is kind of a shame, but I'm pretty sure they're very forgiving in their time, and unless we get absolutely bodied by like a cactus or one of these assholes, then probably don't need to worry much. But so long as the AI rubber banding doesn't catch up with us, then we should be okay. Oh, barely. Oh, and he was waiting. Well, into the drink he goes, just like the rest of ya. Bye. Luckily, these lights are here to indicate where these are. Otherwise, this would be very difficult. The weather, too. Get out of here. So, in case you didn't catch on by now, yes, most of this game is going to be driving and doing shenanigans like this. And for the most part, I keep saying this, but for the time, I feel like it was good and it was solid, but now it just feels janky, and it's not the worst in the world. There are other modern day AAA games that are substantially worse than this, but I don't know. There is just something about the driving that still feels very floaty and odd, especially against some of the more organic creatures we might be fighting soon, but we shall see. So, are we almost done yet? Because I'm starting to run out of things to talk about, but nah, there's never any shortage of things for me to talk about. I'll find some way to keep yapping. That's my one super secret power.
Find the last artifact,
Oh,
Jack.
okay. So we had these all nice and numbered neatly in a column. You know this is the last one, which means we can return?
We got the last one.
Okay. Thank you. It's interesting that subtitles only show up for the cutscenes and not like out in the world when we might actually need it a little more. Because I feel like this is one of the few games where it might not necessarily be prudent to have them on. Oh god. Just because it's so much easier to understand them in the cutscenes than, you know, out in the world. But yeah, they do like to kind of like hook ya. And it's not really fun when that happens, but yeah.
The storm's getting worse.
Yep, it's alright, we're right here. They're not gonna do anything. They're a couple, well, little, hello, bitches. How dare you? Well, I guess I had that one coming. We live. Oh my god. Why?
Good work. That was close.
Oh, are you beginning to care? Demos says...
My concern was for the artifacts, and we will use them well. That armor you found, it is very rare indeed. Pecker here says it's the very armor Mar once wore in his battles for this planet long ago. Keep it for yourself. Trust me, you'll need it.
Oh. Hell yeah, brother. Well, with that, I guess we can just leave that for whatever poor intern is going to go and clean everything up. But we got a little more health, and now we've got a race. Thank you for loading. And for no sound effects. Wow. Talk about optimization, am I right? Yeah, we need another race, but this time, oh, this one sucks real bad, I'm afraid.
You are still here?
Yeah, we thought we'd hang out, catch some rays.
This isn't a game. I am Seam. We monks are sworn to discover and protect the secrets of the precursors. These leaper mounts allow us to travel where you cannot.
Man, those babies sure stuffed their faces. We saw one gulp a load of kangaroo rats not too long ago. Stupid rats. They just sat...
You will never last out here. That dark eco-crystal from the satellite. I want it before it falls into the wrong hands. I'll wager a light crystal against it if you race my monks on their leapers. Sien Komtava. Baruch, Baruch.
Just show us where the starting line is. On your monk. Get set. Ride!
These guys are absolutely diabolical, and if you're anywhere near them, they are just going to bully the hell out of you. So unless you can get ahead early, like I kind of am getting lucky about right now, then they just won't combo you into oblivion. This can be a very frustrating run, especially with everyone in your way and the camera also working against you, but so long as you just sort of don't miss, you should be okay. There's no consequence to dying, by the way. You just have to start a checkpoint over, but we're actually not doing too terribly right now. I don't think I can look behind while I'm riding this thing, but that's okay. They're just gonna go and bully the hell out of everyone else in my stead. See? Look at this rubber banding. That is obscene. And then he hits me out of midair, killing all sense of momentum, because why not? We also cannot headbutt while we are on these ones, so we're not able to reciprocate, but let me just get on over here. Oh, come on. Are we almost done? I'm missing the microphone because I'm like leaning in. Oh, great. This seems bad. Thank you, camera. They're not even showing where the next ones are. God. Yeah. Eat my dust, assholes. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Ha! We kicked your scaly tail! Back off, you filthy animal!
Fine, hero. The crystal is yours. The two types, light and dark, when combined form great energies. Be careful with them. And when you die, do be kind enough to give them back.
I don't plan on it. Why are you so obsessed with death?
Because of that, the day star approaches, and every day it grows brighter. This planet's final trial is coming.
That is not very promising, but hey, at least she was good for her word, even though it didn't necessarily seem like she would be. I don't know, I'm trying here, folks. That is what this project is gonna revolve into. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what's going on up here. I think this might be the very annoying shooty quest that we get to do with the new vehicle, but if you want to look around a bit, by all means, feel free to. We just don't have any metalhead gems, and we can't quite get up there. I feel like I tried for a pretty long time to see if I can just finagle a way to get up here. It's just, we're better off waiting until we can, you know, hover up there, if possible. But other than that, I think we're fine. Or you know what? In one of these little areas, there is like a ladder that we can climb up and... Oh, what is this? We've got a nice little precursor orb right here, which I'm very amazed I was able to get. Okay. Well, there's a massive fist here, so you know what to do, Mr. Jack. Thank you. Take 29 years to dismount. Now let's chat it up.
You guys looking for a bit of action? The scope shows a group of metalheads moving through the desert not too far from here. I don't like metalheads almost as much as I don't like you. And you've got some proving to do. Intercept those bad boys and give them hell. Who knows? You might even get a few toys for your effort.
Why does it sound like you're leaving out the dangerous parts? Jack, I'm getting some nasty juju vibes here. I don't have these whiskers for nothing, you know.
Relax. We can handle a few metalheads.
Have you ever seen a Wasteland metalhead?
No. Why?
Nothing. Just wondering. Go get 'em, heroes.
You know, this concept is very cool, being technically a hero in exile, but then having that being used against us. We now have the sand shark, and we also have the metalhead baddies out in the wasteland. These things are very cool looking, but they are such a pain in the goddamn ass to kill, and it's probably going to take the rest of the episode if I'm being completely honest with you. What they're gonna do is constantly try to charge at you, and this is our gun, by the way. It's this puny piece of nonsense, but he's gonna turn around and then launch us. Oh, no, he didn't that time. And we get a cool slow motion cinematic angle of us being launched across the desert, which is kind of cool and endearing, but it happens way too much, and it's just a little broken in my opinion. So we're just gonna try to get as much of him as we can. Oh, or just not, huh? Why was that not doing any damage? Iframes. What are iframes? This game ponders. They take a pretty long time to kill, and I do have this sneaking suspicion it's probably not in our best interest to be doing this. Like, what do these guys ever do to us? Oh, here we go. This is good. On the side and behind. Look at, oh my god. Isn't that tragic? They don't even disappear, and we don't even harvest the gem from their foreheads. No, that is it. But, oh my god, this guy's waiting. Oh, and they also will now start throwing explosive dark eco balls at us with the most impeccable aim. So maybe that's why we're defeating them. Wow. Okay, did they make this easier in the remaster? Or I guess whatever, the re-release? I feel like it's not like a traditional remaster or anything, but yeah, they took forever for me to kill the first time. I was gonna say, if you restart the mission, they stay dead. Oh, there we go. That's that cinematic camera angle, but he did not quite. Okay, see, I wanted to do this, because I love it in movies when they do those action shots, the action jack shots, but man, they are not sending me flying at all. Like, look at that. That is pretty cool. That is worth the price of admission, especially in like car crash scenes, as much as I hate to say it. I know there are some people who are pretty traumatized by those, but I've been in my fair share. Like, my family is cursed. We have all been in devastating car accidents. I was gonna talk about this in a different game, but when I was younger, my mom got rear-ended at a stoplight by a couple rushing to the hospital. Whoops. And here we go. Oh my god. And she had to get airlifted to the hospital before taking me to camp. And the entire time I was playing this game, and I'm like, what, 12 years old or something, not knowing if my mom was still alive, because she had severe whiplash and had to go through a ton of like trauma therapy and stuff. And I think the couple that was rushing to the hospital to deliver their babies ended up being okay, but god, that sucks. And it was just traumatic. So can we please just, here we are. Did I get him? Did we get each other? No, I don't think so. He's still running, he's still moving. But yeah, we'll get to that game eventually. I'm actually in the process of preparing for that walkthrough, but we'll see. A lot of other things going on in the world, and it's been bumming me out, man. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been on Twitter or anything, but it's still, news finds its way to me one way or another, and oh god, thank you. Oh Jesus. Oh, he juggled me. There we go. Those are the jumps I'm talking about. But we do want to be careful because there's not... Oh, right, he gets up. That's bad. Go, go, go. Oh, he's on a rampage. Yeah, he does get up. And we have to do this one again. Thank you. Oh my god, great shot, man. Here, let me just get back down. Let's finish him off. Let's do this actually the right way. I do think they have set patterns they run in, unless you interfere. Oh my god, and you get shot. All right, come on. We have to be like on the same level as him. Oh my Jesus. All right, he's just going for a high score apparently. One more time, but for good measure. Oh god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yeah, resetting checkpoint is kind of the only way to get our health back here, I think. But you can repair your vehicle, just not during this mission. And once this is over, I think a bunch of marauders are gonna come out and probably explode us. But that's okay. Can you, like, not do the 180 thing? I took out those other guys so quickly. Meanwhile, this last guy, extra credit.
Metalhead Commander, report. What's happening? If you lost that cargo and you're still alive, I'll kill you myself. I want every dark eco-crystal you can find. Time is short. Did you hear me? Wait, not you.
I don't like the sound of your voice.
Ha! You sure kicked sand in his face. Oh yeah, that was good.
That face looked familiar.
Now you're getting paranoid, buddy boy. Come on, Bigfoot, let's get back. This desert gives me the creeps.
Yeah, it sure does. Well, I'm leaving. I'm done with this. I'm officially the Beast Beater, and I want nothing more to do with you assholes. So we could start shooting these guys and killing them, and as a matter of fact, it's probably a good idea if we start now. Their cars blow up like they are made with TNT and thermite, but they also drop a ton of these incredible boosts. So not really much reason to go out exploring in the desert just yet, especially when we have combat to get to for once. So, in the safety of our base, it's like you guys can't follow me in here for some godforsaken reason. We can get back to life at hand. And it looks like they do kind of leave some of these lovely little lizards waiting for us, but there we go. I always forget to grab them out of the garage. So, I'm sorry about that. They're just gonna have to wait in there a little while longer. Spread the love, the love, the love. And let's go and talk to Damus, that damn ace. And he's gonna have a new quest for us, which is always fun, but it does involve a weapon of sorts. Let's go meet him. Oh yeah. The world's slowest moving load screen. I mean elevator. Thank you. Well, I will admit, this game is still borderline undefeated on V-Bays. I mean, just look at the coloration and just the water. Oh my god, it is so good. And while we're here, let's go and snag that from you. Do you have any more? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I've ever picked up all of the precursors in this game before, which probably isn't the worst thing in the world, but I'll end up doing it off screen and whatnot. It's just impossible to play this game on a Steam Deck because you do need the touchpad in order to activate the start screen, which is really bizarre, and I don't know why they did that, but that's alright. Did you need something else, by the way? I kind of forgot about you.
Once again, you must test your fighting skills in the arena. Face down your fears, defeat those who oppose you, and we will see if your skills are of use to us. The purity of the arena is our only guide.
Excuse me, Mr. Sand King? Yes, I'd like to place a complaint. We've been training hard. My feet are killing me, and I think I'm getting a hangnail. So maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Enough talk. The arena awaits.
Just that little mischievous face that he makes is just so funny. Also, anytime something like this comes up where there's a prompt, you cannot move your character whatsoever. So at the end of the race, when I couldn't move, it's because of this. So we get to have a charge blast, and this is pretty good for crowd control, as you can probably have guessed by now. But it does use 5 bullets, and that is a damn shame. Oh yeah. Oh, and there's some health over there. Could have probably used that, but that's alright. So, that having been said and done, should we call the episode here? I'm probably just gonna check and see how the quality looks, but it's only been like 50 minutes. And I don't want to make these episodes incredibly long, but I do want to update this project frequently, so this will probably be coming out like maybe every other day or so, just so that we can get it over with. And we're just gonna be making as much progress as we possibly can. So yeah, I think we'll probably call it here before entering the arena. My name is Allison. Thank you so much for the return to Jak 3 of all things. I've been talking about it for over a decade because I did want to do this at some point in my life, but I did not think it would be now before the end of the world. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Are we just so adorable?